So you guys, today's the day. I'm so excited. I get to head down to my kids' college and give them their journey jackets. So this is Paris's jacket. I hope you enjoy watching the process and how it turned out. Okay, so this is the journey jacket that I made for my daughter Paris. And I was just going to go over all of the patches that I chose for it. Um, She is a very artsy graphic design student. She's getting her Bachelor of Fine Arts in graphic design and then a minor in digital media. So hers is a lot going on, but she oftentimes has a lot of projects going on, a lot of thoughts in her head, a lot of creativity. So I wanted to make it fun and just all of the things that she loves. So first I'll start with the sleeve. We have a guitar. She loves music, first of all. And second, she got a very prestigious um, internship last summer with Sweetwater Sound here in Fort Wayne. And they sell a lot of guitars. So that is homage to her internship. It was a very cutthroat, hard to get into internship, and she was chosen. So that's a big deal. Then we have a P for Paris, of course, and that is a vintage Letterman jacket patch. And then I chose this one, Your Mind is a Stream of Colors, because she's a graphic designer and I just felt like that fit that theme of graphic design. And yeah, she has a lot of ideas, cool ways of thinking and creativity. So I thought that fit her really well. And then, of course, you have the rocket, as you can see on the sign. She's a huge Elton John fan. And we got to be in the front row at the Elton John concert in Brooklyn, New York in 2022. And then we also got to go to his final concert in the US at Dodger Stadium in LA. And we ended up in the VIP tent, all thanks to Paris. So those are some really good memories. And so I wanted to definitely put the rocket on there. She also has a rocket tattoo on her arm. So I thought that was really important. And then the Kodak, this is a vintage Kodak patch. She loves photography. I always thought that she would be a photographer, not in the traditional wedding and senior picture kind of photographer, but just like a concert photographer or nature photographer. She still does that a lot. She takes photography classes in college and does a lot with photography. So that definitely has something to do with that. And then she did a study abroad in Ireland. And this is a vintage Ireland patch. So I wanted to make sure that was towards the top because Ireland has a special place in her heart. So that's why that one is right there. Um, and then on this side, she loves birds. So I did this traditional swallow bird, which I thought was really cool, really pretty colors. Her middle name is Elizabeth, also my sister's name. So we put Elizabeth on there. That's a vintage patch. We have a lightning bolt. That's kind of significant to her. She loves David Bowie. So that's always been kind of a cool symbol that she likes. I hand stitched this one, Lucky, and it's got like a 3-leaf clover on there. Um, I just think that Paris is one of the luckiest people that I have ever come across. Um, she gets things in her head and she is a master manifester. She has manifested many things in her life, and I just think that she thinks positively and she thinks things are going to happen, and they do for her. And so I handmade that one with felt and thought that was cool. She also sees a lot of ladybugs when things are about to happen in her life. Um, Oftentimes, when she is wanting something or thinking about something, ladybugs just appear. And so those are kind of a lucky symbol for her. So I chose the ladybug. And then, of course, front row life. We have been front row in many concerts thanks to Paris. Of course, I told you about Elton John. We were also moved from not great seats at Billy Joel, and we had a couple of his staff members come up to us because we had really cool outfits, and they gave us front row tickets to the Billy Joel concert. So yeah, we've been in the front row to a lot of concerts, and it's kind of, we're concert buddies, and so that was kind of a cool one that I found on Etsy actually. And then we have a record. She collects records. She has very many, and she always listens to her music on her headphones. So I thought that one was cute. I hand stitched some elbow patches because she was really wanting those she really likes those on vintage jackets, and this one didn't have them, so I added those. And then I hand stitched this. It says, "This bird has flown," and it has a bird on it. And she also has that tattoo on her arm. She got it in Ireland when she was over there, and it was kind of symbolic of her doing something that was a little bit scary, going and traveling to Europe all by yourself, and just experiencing something by yourself and doing it alone for the first time. Um, she just spread her wings and she learned a lot about herself, and it was just a very cool experience for her. So I wanted to put that on the jacket too. And then we have the back. Of course, Ireland. Dublin was where she stayed when she was over there, and so I found this cool Dublin, Ireland patch that I put back there. And then this is the pi sign. It's significant because she was born on Pi Day, 314, and she was also 3 pounds 14 ounces when she was born. So 314 is a significant number to her. Pops up often, so I put that pi symbol back there just for that reason. And then down here at the bottom, we have a heart with the UK flag. She loves Europe, so I wanted to put that on there. And then a cassette tape. She likes cassette tapes, but she also really loves Stranger Things. So I thought that that kind of symbolized, you know, the 80s and Stranger Things era and all of that. So I wanted to add that also on there. So yeah, this is her jacket. I'm really proud of how it turned out. I think she's going to love it and hopefully wear it. I also put a little something special in the inside of this jacket that I wanted to show you. So we have this "Bullying Stops Here" patch, and this is significant because when she was in elementary school, she started a Stop Bullying campaign in her school with her best friend Becca. And she rallied all of the kids. She made pins and she handed them out to her class. They were little safety pins with beads that hung down. And I had made them tie-dyed shirts and bought these patches and put them on the shirts for the girls to wear to school. And they wore them all the time. She also wrote an essay about bullying and submitted it to our local newspaper. There was a contest, and she won the contest, and she got the Harlem Globetrotters to come to their elementary school and do a whole talk about bullying. And she got called up to the front, and the whole school thanked her for having the Globetrotters come to the school. She got to spin a basketball on her finger and jump and give a high five to the 7-foot tall Globetrotter. And then she got free tickets to go see the Globetrotters perform in our city. So this is kind of where her passion for doing good and just doing what she loves to do. And it all kind of started with that. And it was kind of the start of her big ideas and her artistic visions, and just watching them come to life. So I put that there so she never forgets it. So if you know me, you know that I am a big gift giver. I love to put a lot of thought into the gifts that I give. And so obviously it took me a lot of time to make these journey jackets and to put all the time into finding the right patches and sewing them on and just creating them all together. But I wanted to make sure that when I presented them to the kids, they were really unique and cool in their package. So I made boxes for each of the jackets. This is Paris's box. So I just basically went on to the kids' Instagrams and I looked through their photos and I found some of the memories from being at college that they had, and I just printed them out on a regular printer in black and white. And then I basically just glued them on, kind of like decoupage. And I found letters in magazines and I cut them out and I put each of their names on the box. So all you have to do is open this and there's the jacket. I thought it was just a unique way to present the gift to them. Another little thing that I did was I wrote each of them a letter and I slid it underneath their jackets. And basically it just says, you know, wherever you go next, just know that we are proud of you and congratulations on your graduation. And just letting them know that they can add to the jackets as their journey continues after college. They can collect patches wherever they go and they can add them to their jackets. So yeah, I hope they like them.
Hello.
I stopped your Instagrams. These are called journey jackets. They have some memorabilia from Paris. Do you see yours?
I have popcorn.
You have popcorn?
Yeah, everybody's got to put them on them.
Okay. Oh yeah, I made
Yes.
videos explaining what all of them mean.
Yeah. Oh, it looks cute on
Little
you.
elbow patches. She
I
put
sewed
those on.
because they weren't.
She made those elbow patches.
Oh,
I gotta look at
so
These kids are so special to me, and I just want them to know how much love they bring to my life, and hopefully they feel the love that I poured into these jackets. I'm just so proud of them.